everyone, my name is Kjam and welcome to the second episode of our second arena draft. In this episode we will start with our first game with our new shaman deck, and we will see who our opponent is. The deck seems pretty good, definitely could always be better. I could pick up a few legendaries or a few epics. We didn't get any of those. But overall, it seems like a good deck, definitely. Quite a few low cost spells. Um, Not as many diversity in the cards, or as much diversity in cards as I kind of wanted. I was hoping to get a few 3 or 5 or 6 cost mana. And we are playing a druid called Sneaky. I wonder if he really is sneaky. He might be, I don't know. And we'll keep all of these cards. It seems like a pretty good first pick. I'm not sure if I'm going to save Crazed Alchemist. I might just play him as a regular minion, and we'll see. I really haven't played with a shaman much, or shaman, however you say that. I haven't really played with him much before. A few poor decks that I've manually constructed. Okay, I took all 3 damage. It's RNG for you, right? Okay, so next I will summon a totem. And we'll see which one. Okay. I think I'll wait one more turn and then I can summon a 4 cost minion with my coin. To me that seems like the best choice. If you guys would have done something different, definitely let me know what I did, what you did, what you would have done different, what you think I should have done different, or just if you feel like I made a bad play. Okay, so next I will play the Harvest Golem and Clockwork Gnome. Both of them have decent death rattles. The Harvest Golem gives you a 2/1 damaged golem, and the Clockwork Gnome gives each player a spare part. I haven't really talked about spare parts that much. They're kind of random cards that you get with the gnomes, with certain gnome versus goblins cards, and they usually have a decent effect, really low cost. So next I will I'll get rid of this Corsair. I'll destroy the target dummy and his Mad Bomber with my Clockwork Gnome, and I get a taunt. I think I'll summon a totem and we will see what I get. If this loads, of course. It's always good when something loads. And this is the healing totem, so I will I'll go ahead and play the Rusty Horn and give my Harvest Golem taunt. Again, none of my moves I can guarantee are the best, but they're the moves that I choose. I feel like they're bad moves. The whole point of this arena and my ranked series is to get better, so that's definitely something I'm looking forward to. Okay, so the Hungry Dragon gives your opponent a 1 cost minion, a random 1 cost minion. I think that I can do 2 damage to my opponent. I'll play Crackle. Hopefully I will get at least 4 damage. It's 3 to 6. I think it's Overload 1. And I got 5 damage. That's nice. And then I will summon a totem and attack his face. So this deck doesn't really have like a central purpose, like a rush deck to destroy your opponent quickly, or a late game deck where if you can survive till late game, you're almost guarantee to win. This deck doesn't really have any of that, but um, well, we'll see how this goes. So I can play a Forked Lightning, which will do quite a bit of damage to my opponent's cards. It has Overload of 2, which means that next turn I will be out 2 mana crystals. I think I'll summon my Fire Guard Destroyer. He gains a 1 to 4 attack. He gained 1 attack, of course, RNG, right? You guys can't tell, my RNG usually isn't that great, but it's random. So sometimes it's really good for me, sometimes it's not. And one of my uh, casual games when I was playing on my phone, I played Ragnardos, and my opponent had 3 minions, so there was a 1 in 4 chance to destroy his Nozdormu, and of course it his Nozdormu. That was pretty good RNG because his card had 8 attack and 8 health, so it saved my Ragnardos from being destroyed. But sometimes I just don't have the best RNG. So he is playing a Taunt, Frostwolf Warlord. Its effect didn't come into play. I have 3 Overload right now, if you can see in the lower right corner, for this turn, which means I can only play a 4, up to 4 cost. I only have 4 mana this turn. That's a little bit better. Maybe I should have played the Violet Teacher earlier. I think I'll play the Piloted Shredder now. Destroy his Frostwolf Warlord. My Fire Guard Destroyer will still be alive, and I will attack his face for 2 damage. Next turn I don't have any Overload, so I will have 8 mana instead of 4. That'll be nice. I can either play my Stormwind Champion, or I can play a Hungry Dragon and a Violet Teacher. It really depends on what my opponent does this turn. He could have Claw, take out a few minions with that card. He could have a decent Ironbark Protector that's an 8/8 with Taunt, or he could play nothing. So I'm going to play my Stormwind Champion to get the most damage possible, because the Stormwind Champion gives 1 attack to all of your minions, and with 5 minions, that his effect gives 5 total damage. And well, that's nice. My healing totem, which is still alive, healed my Fire Guard Destroyer. And in addition, the Stormwind Champion also gives your minions 1 health, which can definitely help them survive. If they get Stormwind Champion's buff, and then they get down to 1 health, and then the Stormwind Champion's destroyed, normally they lose 1 health. I think it might only be if they're at full, but they normally lose 1 health. But if they're only at 1 health, they're not going to die, of course. So we will see if he has any other cards. Okay, he restored 8 health. And I got a Stormforged Axe, which I will play but not use. I will save that in case he plays a 2-cost minion or something similar. I'll bring out my Whirling Zapomanic, which has Wind Fury, and I will just attack his face. And he conceded. So that is all I have for you guys today. Thanks for watching. A great start to the this arena run, and that's all I have for you guys today. If you liked the video, give me a thumbs up. If you really liked it, of course, subscribe. If you didn't like it, you can give me a thumbs down, but definitely tell me what you did not like, if there was audio issues, or if there was lag during my game, and I will do my best to fix any problems that there are. So Have a great day, everyone, and everyone else.